everybody, Lori here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to create a project featuring the new May 2026 card kit. I'm going to walk you through the contents of the kit, starting with the new Long Stem Florals stamp set. It has several florals and they are labeled to coordinate with the stencil. For sentiments just for you, thank you, mom, be well, love you, and thinking of you. So great heartfelt sentiments for different occasions, and what can go well with this is the Long Stem Florals color blocks 6x6 stencil set. It's one stencil that allows you to add this block kind of abstract color to the blooms. I love how it's just kind of out of the box, a little bit different. So those coordinate well together. And then also included in the kit is one of new Simon Says Stamp Squoval tag die set. So this is going to give you a variety of sizes in this new squoval shape. There's also a couple of reinforcement tag holder thingamajiggy dies in there. Also included in the kit is 12 sheets of double-sided Simple Stories vintage junk drawer 6x8 inch pattern paper. These are double-sided and the colors and the patterns are beautiful. Some text, some library inspired birds, blooms. I love the ledger and the vintage floral prints. Sometimes I struggle with pattern paper because they're so pretty. I don't want to use them. Look at this one with the text over the bloom or the bloom over the text. And then some of them can be trimmed down into smaller panels. You're also going to get one sheet from Simple Stories Vintage Junk Drawer. These are rub-ons. So it's one sheet and you can rub on all these sentiments and blooms. There's also a package of Tim Holtz Idea-ology Deco Frames, metal adornments. These are metal frames that you could add. Be perfect for the pattern paper blooms. And then there's also a package of Tim Holtz Idea-ology Heirloom Roses. Ooh, these are so cool, and I bet you could color them with alcohol inks or sprays or paints and customize the colors. And then there's a jar of Tim Holtz Ranger Distress Embossing Glaze. The colors are going to vary. Here I have Abandoned Coral. And I need to learn more about what you can do with embossing glaze. There's also a bottle of Tim Holtz Ranger Mini Distress Matte Collage Medium, as well as a Tim Holtz Walnut Stain Distress Crayon. So these are crayons and the color's walnut stain, and you could use that to like age anything. Love a distress crayon. There's also one sheet of Tim Holtz Idea-ology Rose Gold 6x9 inch metallic Kraft Stock. And then in the kit, you're going to get one sheet of Simon Says Stamp Apricot, Ivory, and lastly, Steel. These are beautiful colors. And then I do want to mention there is a coordinating die set to the Long Stem Florals that can be purchased separately, but that will give you more mileage. There's also coordinating dies for the sentiments. So this little bundle here, the Long Stem Floral stamp, stencil, and die, give you a lot of mileage. I'm going to start with trimming a panel of this Apricot cardstock down to 3.5 inches wide by 4 3/4 inches tall. And I'm going to emboss some of the stems from the Long Stem Florals stamp set. I'm going to emboss them in white onto this apricot. So doing something a little different. Instead of working on the white cardstock, I'm working on apricot. So first I prep the panel with the Simon Says Stamp powder tool, and then I'm going to ink it up with Versamark ink. And I'm using the Mini Misty to get, in case I need to stamp it twice, to make it nice. And then I'm going to pour on some Simon Says Stamp white embossing powder. I'm going to do a little emboss resist to add color. So that white embossing will pop once I add the color with the ink blending. So I'm heating that with the heat gun, and now you can really see the image with the white embossing. Put this back into the Misty, and I'm going to stamp another stem over to the left, kind of staggering it a bit. I want it to slightly overlap, but not too much. So again, with the same process, prepping it with the powder tool. The powder tool helps so much. I can't recommend it enough when you're embossing, so that you don't get embossing powder where you don't want it to be. You only want that to stick to your image, and you don't want little specks all around the card. That is a pet peeve of mine. A lot of times I take a brush. You can see there to the right, I do have a dry brush that I will often use to go over and make sure that I don't get any powder where I don't want it to go. Okay, before I heat this with a heat gun, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my third bloom. I love the variety of blooms. There's different shapes and they're kind of wonky and abstract. Some are taller, some are shorter. Again, prepping with the powder tool, inking up with Versamark ink, and then I'm going to pour on more of that white Simon Says Stamp embossing powder. And I want to ask you guys a question. How do you guys store your embossing powder? Do you do like me where you just dump it onto some scratch paper and funnel it back in? Do you keep a tub of it? Inquiry minds want to know. Okay, so I'm heating that with the heat gun. Now you have 3 white embossed flowers. I'm going to take the long floral stems, color blocks, stencil, which is labeled, by the way, the little dots, the A, B, C, D, and it coordinates on the back of the stencil package. You can see which letter coordinates with which bloom. And so that's what I'm using to line this up. And you got to remember that it is offset, whimsical, loosey-goosey kind of feel. So you don't have to worry about getting it perfectly placed. I do use a little bit of Post-it tape to mask off so I only get one color in one little circular area. I'm starting with apple ink, and I'm going to be using all positively saturated inks. I'm also using some Rainbow Splash small blender brushes, and then lay this back on top. My idea was to go in rainbow order. So I started with apple, and now I'm doing grapefruit, and I love, love, love when these colors overlap. That's the magic for me. Here we have Sunbeam, and I am going a little bit darker down at the base of each little circular shape. And then when I get up to the top, I fade it a little lighter. Here we have Limalicious. If I forget to mention a color or a supply, everything that I'm using will be linked in the description box. Here we have Seafoam. And again, I'm trying to get that Seafoam to overlap with the Limalicious because that's the magic. Now this last bloom has 2 little, what do you call this shape? It's almost like eggplant. And I'm doing lilac on the top, and then on the bottom shape, I'm going to do peony. And so that peony is going to slightly overlap with the lilac and make a purpley pink, which is my favorite. Okay, now I like to take a dry paper towel and just get any ink that might be sitting on that white embossing powder. Okay, this is the More A2 Rectangles die set. It doesn't come in the kit, but it's kind of a staple. I have all my staple shapes in a bin, and I'm taking 2 of these. I'm going to die cut the 2 rectangles into some of that rose gold cardstock that came in the kit. This is the Tim Holtz Idea-ology Rose Gold Metallic Craft, and I line them up together, and I'm going to take this off camera, run it through my die cutting machine, and what I'm going to do is use that little, not little, but that frame. See how that just kind of creates a little bit of a frame around the area, but you also still see the apricot on the outer edge. So it's like a, I don't know, I thought of it, and I thought it might just like bring a little class to the situation. Okay, for a sentiment, I'm going to emboss a sentiment from the Long Stem Florals stamp set in white onto a little scrap of black cardstock. The white on black gives you the most dynamic, contrasty, poppy, noticeable sentiment, which I do all the time. But another version that I toyed around with is, oh, by the way, I'm using the Long Stem Florals die set to die cut this embossed sentiment out. So I'll take that off camera. But I also think what would look really pretty is maybe a metallic embossed sentiment on vellum. I'm using some Altenew foam tape. Popping this up on a white card base. So you see you got that beautiful thick white border. Then you've got the apricot, and then you got the rose gold border. It's like border on border on border. And it just feels very clean and like you got your life together. Popped up the Just For You. And for embellishment, I'm just adding some clear sequins. 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and the 3 different sizes, kind of staggering. I'm using the Positively Perfect craft glue and the Place and Score embellishment wand. This card is finished, clean, pristine, but it's also kind of whimsical and abstract with the imagery. So check out the new May card kit over at Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
Hi, I'm Heidi, founder of SimonsSaysStamp.com. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.